Allow me to show you something.
Good morning. Getting ready to get on trail, and the sky is beginning to light up. It's really pretty. But, so I'm only going to do about, I think it's 13 miles today to Paynes Lake. I was going to do the whole 18.6, and I talked to Darcy last night, who's going to pick me up at the trailhead at Etna Summit. And she's going to be out of pocket today, but can pick me up in the morning. So it's good. I need to kind of take it easy. It would have just been getting me out like the day earlier, because the last day I planned on like close to 6 miles. And I know there is a little bit of a snowfield, so it's hitting at the end of a day where I'm already very tired after this stretch. I think it's probably a good idea, so I'll just go to Paynes Lake today, hang out all day, maybe wash the salt off the shirt, man, and just hang out and relax, and then tomorrow be fresh whenever I hit the snowfield that's like a couple miles before Etna Valley Summit, or Etna Summit trailhead, before I hit that trailhead. And it's been a week or so since the lady fell on that section, but I talked to Cubby yesterday, and he said that it's not really a big deal now. I guess you can go above it pretty easily, so that's what I plan on doing. But anyway, enough babbling. I am going to get started. It's a beautiful morning. I am going to take it easy today. I have very low miles, so it affords me that chance to take it easy. My knees are getting sore. So, okay guys, we'll see you down trail. Climbed up a little higher. There's the beautiful sunrise. Like I said, this has been a little tiring section. Been out here for, I don't know, 9-10 days now. No day off. Started out really fast. So anyway, there's another campsite up here, 3 tents. It probably would have got me that view for sunrise, but I just did not have it in me last night at all. So anyway, lots more sunrises ahead. Lots. Beautiful morning. Had quite a bit of climbing this morning, and now we're going downhill a little bit. So we have about 10-ish miles to camp. It's still very early. Just kind of taking my time, not trying to aggravate the knees anymore. Ready for a 0 day and a 0 day. So excited. Need a little break. It's areas like this that really make you thankful for trail maintainers. These kind of areas that just year after year get damaged by snow and drag old dead trees down, or something happens like that big tree up there, but they keep it clear. Here, the trail north of Etna Summit, there's like 11 miles of blowdowns, so there's that. But still kind of early in the season for the trail maintainers to be getting out in sections that still have snow. And that section certainly does still have some snow. No one told me about this. Okay, so I went up. I tried to go around first, and there's just another cornice below it. So I tried to go up, and there's a cornice on the other side there. So when I was up there, I could see down there looks like the best option. Now I'm gonna have to do a little bit of bouldering, but honestly, it looks like my best option. I don't know if this is the one they were talking about, because she gave me a specific mile marker and this is not it, but this is kind of what she described. Anyway, alright, I'm going to put my pack on and get down through here and get around this thing. Alright, partway across and almost stuck up. I'll flip you around and let you see this a little bit better. So the trail is right below those rocks where that cornice is. And I came way down below that snow chute. And then there's another part of it over there. And then the trail kind of joins up over there. And it looks like I can get back up over there and just finish bouldering all this. Well, I made it through all that. Might be some on up through there, but I can always go down below it. This cornice is up there, one over there, and I just went down and up through here. Alright, let's see what else we run into. So I wasn't going to share this, but just a little bit ago, whenever I was on that snow cornice, when I encountered that, vulnerability alert. I said, well, I'll just go across the cornice. It looked fairly negotiable, and so I got partway out through there, and there were some rocks and stuff above me, and I couldn't really see what was around the rocks, and so I was like, well, I'll just step out on this cornice, and this hummingbird came out of nowhere and was hovering right above me at these rocks, just as I was about ready to just step up there. And I looked up, and it was like chattering like crazy, trying to get my attention, I guess. And I said out loud, that way, and it just like real hurriedly went backwards, like, yeah, come this way. So I turned around and went up there by those rocks, thinking, well, maybe that's the way. And when I looked down, I could see around those rocks, and I could see where somebody had slid and maybe glissaded uncontrollably down that side. And I could see from there, my best bet was to go around by going down below the snowfield and the cornices to meet back up with the trail, which was absolutely my best option. So if you don't believe in guardian angels, let me tell you why I think hummingbirds are guardian angels, or at least one of mine. Last year, when I was out here hiking, probably around this time last year, my dog Angus passed away, and I was having a hard time dealing with it. Anyway, I ended up at this camp. I was kind of doing an end of the day recap, and this hummingbird, I was talking about Angus, and this hummingbird appeared, and he was just like right behind the camera, just eye level, hanging out. So, yeah, I believe in guardian angels. I love it when you can see where the trail is headed. It's up there. Yay, I think that's the top of the climb right there. And we start working our way down. Alright, made it over the top. The climb is over. Now, we got about 4 miles, 3.9 I think, to camp. Walking through a little older burn area. You kind of see what happens over time. It just kind of falls down. This becomes a bunch of mess. It's tinder for another fire. Shasta again. Hello, Shasta. Another snow cornice, but super easy to get around this one. Look at this great place I ended up. Payne Lake. I was going to go all the way to Etna Summit Trailhead, which would have been like 5.6 more miles. But it's been kind of a long section. And done a few more miles each day than I expected. I only had like 13 miles to get in here, but I've been in communication with a trail angel in Etna that's going to be helping me out, and she couldn't meet me today, so I got to stay at this great place. Took a swim. It's been a long, hot section, and it felt good to get a refreshing swim in this beautiful lake. Possibly could be the last lake I get to swim in California, because I've only got just a few miles until I'll be getting to Syed, like 4 days, but that may hold its own challenges with the snow and stuff that's in that section, so we'll see. I'm going to get into Etna and kind of think about what I want to really do. I think I mentioned this yesterday. But as far as today, it was kind of a little bit surprising. I just expected it to meander through the woods like it has been, up and down, doing the elevation and stuff. But We ended up on some exposed mountainsides with the scree that I don't like because I have this fear of heights, and still it bothers me sometimes. But then we also ended up with a snow cornice that I wasn't expecting, and that was an interesting story. There was a clip I did about the hummingbird guardian angel, my dog Angus, that I think kind of led me around that one. But we got through it. There's supposed to be one more snow traverse between here and the Etna Summit Trailhead. People I've talked to said it's pretty easy to either go around. You can take like a side trail and bushwhack back to the trail, kind of like what I did today. Or you can go above it. But anyway, we'll deal with that tomorrow. Today was a little tough for 13 miles, unexpectedly. And I still ended up in a really cool place and got to spend the entire afternoon here swimming. Kind of rinsed my clothes out a little bit so that they don't have so much salt in them and don't stink as bad tomorrow whenever I meet my trail angel and get into Etna. So I'm going to take a 0 day. Tomorrow will be considered a Nero day, and then I'll take a 0 day on Monday. Get set for the next section, whichever section it is. If I keep going to finish up to Syad, or if I hop on up to Ashland and go from there, but we'll see. Anyway, lovely place, as you can see. It's gorgeous, and I'm going to get up early so that I can get started and get into town as quickly as possible. So, alright guys, I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening right here on the bank of Payne Lake, where there are trout jumping, and the view is just beautiful. Alright, we'll see you in the morning.